everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another bathroom that does not belong to me. I have recently visited my storage unit and collected every single makeup item that I own. It is currently down here on the floor. I'm standing very precariously in the middle of some eyeshadow palettes and some lipsticks, and I'd really like to get down there and do a video. We're going to show you every single makeup item that I own. I am currently doing one project pan. It is Finish 5 by the end of 2025. I'll point out those items as we go through. But in 2026, I plan to do a ton of project panning because this amount of makeup is embarrassing and alarming and completely unhinged. Completely. Especially when you see my lip product collection, you're going to be wowed. I would really like to focus on some projects in 2026 to help me, number one, use up as much of this as I can, and hopefully not be buying too many more things as I go. And also, I'd like to audition everything in my collection, get to know it better, and find out what I do and don't like. Maybe find some other people who would like this better than I do, and find the things that I might just have to outright declutter. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's go take a look at my whole makeup collection. Wow guys, what do you think? This is a peek at my entire makeup collection as of fall 2025. I had tried to post an entire makeup collection on my other channel, my daily vlog channel, back in August, but since then I have found lots and lots of makeup products in various purses, going through our storage unit, downsizing stuff, and I realized there was a whole lot of things I did not include in that video. And unfortunately, I have gone out and bought a few more things too. This is absolute insanity. This is unhinged right here. We're going to go through each and every one of these categories and talk about all the products that I have. And I'm hopefully going to be panning quite a lot of this in 2026. All right, we can start with base products, I guess. This isn't terrible. I'm not terribly ashamed of this collection. I'm currently project panning this Aquaphor, and I feel like it's got to be almost out, but every time I squeeze down on the tube and squeeze out the bottom, I'm getting more and more product. This is in a project pan and hopefully will be gone by the end of the year. And this is half full. It's my only other lip moisturizer, a Vaseline. This will be the next thing I pan, and then I'm going to make different choices on my lip moisturizer. This is also in a project pan. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. It looks so gross and dirty right now in Light HN. I am hoping to have this done by the end of 2026. I really want to love foundation, and this was something I bought because it's a hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer, so it's really not a foundation. I bought this hoping it would help me learn to love the feeling of foundation on my face, but it really hasn't. To be fair, this doesn't feel as bad as most foundations do, but I still just feel like my skin does not breathe when I have something on them all day. So this is in a project pan too. This is a sunscreen by ELF, and I really like that it is mineral broad spectrum sunscreen, SPF 50. I've only worn this one once or twice, and it is very thick. It feels like a foundation. It does not feel good on my skin. I know I'm super picky, and what do you want? If you want sunscreen, you're gonna have to feel like your face is kind of weighed down and your pores are kind of clogged. I will use this and I'll use it up, but I'm hoping that at some point I could either find a tinted moisturizer with sunscreen in it that's perfect for me and feels like I have nothing on my face, or maybe I will just move forward and continue to only wear hats and keep my face out of the sun. But this will be a 2026 project pan most likely. This is my favorite powder by CoverGirl. I have currently hit quite a pan in this particular one, and I have a backup. These are really cheap. They're about $6 at Walmart or Target or anywhere. I love this powder. I use it whenever I put sunscreen on to kind of mattify right on my forehead and on my chin. Get super shiny with sunscreen. So I have a backup of that. This is a MAC powder that I got immediately after being diagnosed as a House of Color Dark Autumn, because I didn't feel like I had a powder that would work for me. And watch this. That's the exact same color. This CoverGirl was working fine for me. I did not need to go out and get a whole nother one. And this MAC one was really expensive. It's fine. I mean, it works great. It's a really nice powder, but so is this CoverGirl. It's powder. It's just powder. It doesn't have to be anything magical or special. So this was a complete waste of money, but I will pan it. It works, it's great, but it is not worth the price tag. CoverGirl all the way, every day. My last product is this e.l.f. concealer in some light shade, I'm not sure. This is actually pretty close to my skin tone if I'm not tanned. I don't use it on my face ever unless I have a breakout. And most of the time, if I get a breakout, it's on my jawline or on my neck, under my chin or something. But I just use this to camouflage the occasional breakout. I've had this for probably at least 2 years. It's probably expired and should be thrown away, but it's still working just fine. And at the rate I'm going through it, it'll probably last me the rest of my life. Okay, next we'll talk about cheap products. And I also feel like this collection is not terrible. I have 1 bronzer, 2 liquid blushes, a putty blush, and a powder blush. I do really love blush. It's one of my favorite things to buy, but I understand how long it takes to go through them, so I don't buy this often. This was something I regret buying, this e.l.f. bronzer liquid camo. I bought it because everybody on YouTube who talks about makeup wears bronzer, and they all look so pretty. But I don't know, this is supposed to be a warm tone shade. It's pretty light, but no matter what I do when I'm trying to blend it out, I just feel like it looks like a stripe of mud on my face. I think I'm just so warm toned. But bronzers tend to be more like contour colors and they're just too cool for me. This was the warmest shade that I could find and it still doesn't work for me. I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to use it up. But this is in one of my project pans, or this is in one of my challenges for myself to use it up more or less as punishment to myself for even owning this in the first place. I fell for the fact that the YouTubers use it and they look great, but I don't need it. I've never been a bronzer girl before this and I probably never will be. These are the 2 liquid blushes that I have. This is e.l.f. in the shade Copper Etiquette and ColourPop in the shade THX. I really like both of these. The e.l.f. one is a little orangey and bright for me, but everyone seems to say that it looks okay on me. And I use these pretty much every single day. This pink one if I have on more of a pinky or beige look, and this orange one if I have on brown or orange colored clothes. I don't think that's extreme to have 2 blushes, and I'm not upset about owning those. I did not need to go out and buy this e.l.f. putty blush. I don't even know the shade of this thing. I had one of these way back in the day a long time ago, and I did really like the way it applied and blended out. And I was just in a Target or Walgreens or something, and I saw this and just on a whim picked it up, thought the color was beautiful. Look at that. The color is basically very similar to this. I don't need both of these, but I'll probably end up using it. I know these dry out faster than the liquid blushes do, so I'll probably end up using it, but it'll be a little lesson to me. Didn't need it. This last blush is a powder blush. This came from House of Colors when I got my seasonal color analysis. At the time, I did not own a blush that was warm toned. The only blush that I had was a real cool toned, like a lilac purple pink. So I bought this. It was inexpensive and it's a powder blush. It's fine. I am, as you see, kind of getting away from powder products. Dipping my toes into cream and liquids for the first time over the last few years, and I do prefer them. So I will use this up at some point, or at least I'll try to, but that is my entire bronzer and blush collection. As you can see, eyeshadow is kind of where it all starts to become a little bit unhinged. This is more eyeshadow than I could probably wear for the rest of my life. And if you notice, there's quite a common theme here going, very warm toned. Let's see, this first one is Nude Mood by ColourPop. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills in Soft Glam, a Gilded Mini by Milani in Champagne Problems. This one is CoverGirl, I think. CoverGirl True Naked in Sunsets. Sunsets, that's the color. This is NYX Ultimate Warm Neutrals, and this is the one I'm currently project panning, spoiler, NYX in Paradise Shock. This is a lot of eyeshadow. And here's the thing. I am the girl. I only want to use one palette to do my eyeshadow. I don't want to have to be needing a purple, so I dip into this, but everything else comes out of a different palette. Like, I want the whole look to come out of one palette. It's just kind of a little OCD thing in me, I guess. But I also want the palette to be small and lightweight and travel friendly. This here was the first palette that I bought when I got diagnosed as a dark autumn. And I love all these colors. They're all kind of what I would call one and done, except maybe the last one. I don't really use that color. But this palette was expensive, and I'm just kind of afraid that I'm gonna wind up with a busted up mess if I try to take this in a suitcase or an airplane and fly with it. So I never travel with this, and I'm living a life kind of on the road a lot. I need my palettes to be travel friendly. Same goes for this one. This is probably my easiest palette to make a look with, Nude Mood. It does have a magnetic closure, but it doesn't really stay closed. I used this the entire month of June and July in Washington, D.C., and I absolutely love every color in here. I love this palette, but it doesn't travel well. I would be afraid to fly with it. It might bust, get dropped, shattered, make a mess in my luggage. So these two palettes are kind of out unless I'm in town to stay for a while, and it's hardly worth going to the storage unit to get an eyeshadow palette out. So they're not really serving me right now. These two, I have bought both of these because I just thought they were so cute and they would be so travel friendly. They are contained. The lid snaps like I like. I like that they're very small and there's not a whole lot of options. I'm not even sure I have touched these. I thought it would be so great to have this tiny safe little thing to travel with, and then I realized how limited my options are. So if I'm on the road for a month or so, I only have a few looks I can get out of either one of these palettes. I mean, all three of these colors are almost the same. This one's more of a rose gold and a gold and I guess a brow bone color. Gorgeous colors in here, but I mean, I only see just a very few looks I could even make with this. And to be on the road stuck with it being my only palette, you know, kind of is uninspiring. So that's these two. They've not really traveled anywhere with me. I do love the Warm Neutrals by NYX. I am kind of a one and done type of eyeshadow girl. Ooh, I have a big chunk missing out of that one. I'm not sure how I did that. I'm kind of a one and done eyeshadow girl. I just want it to be easy and quick. And this palette is perfect for that. Travels perfectly, lots of color options. It's nice and safe and has a nice closure on it. This is probably the only palette I ever need if I don't just mind being boring brown. That's how I got into this palette. I thought if the Warm Neutrals is so perfect, Paradise Shock must be amazing. Look, I've got blue, I've orange, pinks, reds, yellows. There's so many options in here, and I have been traveling with this palette for, let's see, probably about the last, at least a month, maybe even longer. It's been the only palette that's been going with me. And this isn't a project pan. I just want to hit pan in one shade by the end of 2025. My favorite shades are these four, and it'll definitely probably be one of those four, but I've decided to start focusing on this one and this one. They're so similar. These kind of go together with a brown look. This goes together with a nice pink look, but I'm pretty sure that it'll be one of these two colors that I hit pan on, but I'm really trying. There is just no sense in owning this many eyeshadow palettes. This is 6 eyeshadow palettes. It's quite crazy. I definitely would like to do some types of awesome project panning ideas in 2026. I don't know if I should pick one and focus on it for the whole year. In which case, which one do I pick? Because these two just don't travel well, and I'm afraid I don't want to project pan something and then drop it or have it bust in an airplane and I used up the whole palette because I broke it, you know? I don't think these would be the right one to do. These ones I will for sure be bored with because there's very limited options. This one is almost like holy grail status, but also boring because there's not many options. And then this one, I've been working on it for the entire remainder of 2025, so I'll be good and sick of it by 2026. I'm really not sure what my 2026 eyeshadow project pan will be, but there you go. There is my unhinged collection of eyeshadow palettes. I have a small, not really embarrassing collection of a few other eye products. This is my eyebrow gel. I talked about this in my products I regret buying, but I'll use up anyway. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, which I love the product. I just don't think I like the wand, maybe. I have always used the mini size of this and loved it so much, but this full size just, I don't know, the product isn't as good. It's not the same and I don't like it. So I'm going to go back to buying minis probably after this. I randomly picked this up while we were in Florida and I didn't need it. It's the CoverGirl Clean Eye Color in Golden Toffee. It's a one and done eyeshadow stick, which, as I told you, that's what I really love about eyeshadows. I love a one and done color. But I didn't need this. I have this whole stack of one and done eyeshadows. I did not need to buy this. So I have it. I'll use it. That would be a fun project pan because I could roll up my progress and keep an eye on it. Guys, I have had this for so long. I think I've had this longer than I've even known Michael. It's a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Ladybug. I'm pretty sure I bought this whenever ColourPop really blew up on YouTube with the group. Sorry about the band-aid in this photo, by the way. I sliced my finger completely open on a can opener last week and it's just not healed yet. I have used this one quite a lot. Another one and done, like I love, but this is so expired and so old. I should really focus on trying to finish this up. This is the mascara that I'm project panning. My holy grail favorite mascara of all time, but I'm new to being a dark autumn and I don't need a black mascara anymore. So I'm gonna project pan this one. I have tried the brown one in the past and the formula is just different or something. It's not nearly as good as this black mascara, so I will be on the hunt for another brown mascara. This is a Sephora freebie sample that I took without even thinking. It's black mascara, birthday gift or point perks, I'm not really sure. They gave it to me for free. I own it now. I'm gonna try to finish it up after I finish this. It would be so super cool if they could both be finished by the end of 2025, but we'll see. Then no more black mascara for me. I did pick this up, the L'Oreal Voluminous in black brown. I've heard really good things. This was super cheap. I want to try the waterproof version too, as much swimming as we do. But I've heard that this is a great mascara, and since it's brown, I will be trying it as soon as I finish these two. And this is my one and only eyeliner. It's by NYX. It's in the color purple. I've only used this a few times. I really want to be the girl who can do purple eyeshadow, but I just never really feel like purple eyeshadow works on me. So I thought maybe if I got a purple eyeliner, maybe I could make that work. This is my collection of makeup brushes, and while, I mean, it's all right. I don't feel like there's anything to be ashamed of here, but it is quite a lot. That is very heavy when you're traveling around. So I end up leaving most of them in storage and just taking a few. I'd like to do a deep cleanse and a wash on all of these while we're in town for a few days, and maybe pick out some that I could donate. I definitely do not need this many eyeshadow brushes. If you want to know where it all truly went wrong and I went completely unhinged, it would be with lip products. And one of the reasons why I'm so glad I'm making this video is because I own so many lip products, I don't even know what all I have. And I'm always worried I'm gonna go out shopping and pick up a little something that I already own and get home and I have duplicates. And it takes long enough to project pan anything the first time. Who wants to do it twice? So I'm gonna go through these, each and every one, and tell you what I have, and hopefully it will help me commit to memory what I have. But seriously, this girl does not need to buy any more lip products as long as I'm alive. We have the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm in Vanilla Toffee. Oh, this is one of my favorite products here. I don't love the color, but it's the e.l.f. Sun Gloss Broad Spectrum SPF 25 in the shade Pink Me Girl. I don't love the color, but I love that it's mineral sunscreen so it can protect my lips. I wear it a lot when I go like hiking and stuff. This is a Wet n Wild that I picked up. It is in Hush Little Beige, a really pretty color. A Maybelline Teddy Tint in, this one is called July Forever. I talked about this in my makeup I bought and regret buying. It was a beautiful red color when I swatched it on my hand, but when I put it on my hands, it turned like this hot pink color that doesn't really go with any of my clothes. So didn't love that. From now on, I'm just gonna remember I need to swatch things on my actual lips, even if I have to go get a Q-tip applicator or something. You just never know what the pH of your skin is gonna do to a color. I love this product. It's the L'Oreal 115 in Snooze Your Alarm. It's just a liquid lipstick that's super hydrating, super glossy, super transfer proof, stays all day. Let me know if anybody wants like actual swatches of all of these, but since I have to hold my phone, I only have one hand to do this with, and I'm kind of thinking if I was to do a swatch, I would have to do a different setup. This is a NYX lingerie in On Fuego is the color. I love NYX lingerie. It's an inexpensive liquid lipstick that holds up all day, keeps its color really well. I'm excited. I haven't actually worn this one yet. I bought it and forgot about it and left it in storage, so I'm really excited to try that moving forward. I did one of my scuba diving videos on this. It's the CoverGirl Outlast, it's like a crayon or marker sort of, in 25 Tangelo. I took it scuba diving. The stain lasted, but the stain changed colors. It started out hot red and it ended up like a purple pink. This is by Honest Beauty. It's a lip balm in Summer Melon. I do not think this color is very flattering on me, and it's also not very hydrating. And this is going to probably wind up in, if I end up with some sort of a project pan where I'm trying to get rid of products that I just don't really like, but there's nothing wrong with them per se, that would be what I would call this. This is just not a hydrating formula, and I feel like a lip balm, I'm buying it to be hydrating, so I was kind of bummed with this one. Another Teddy Tint. This is one of my favorite formulas on the market. This one is in 25 Baby Tea. It's pretty much the color of my lips as they are, so when I put this on, it does wear off really gracefully throughout the day, and it's long lasting, looks really good. I bought this one because I was so impressed with July Forever. I was so impressed with the formula of Baby Tea. I tried to get it in a hot red. Well, that was a fail. I told you it changed colors. This is a Lifter Gloss by Maybelline with hyaluronic acid in it. It's just a lip gloss, very slightly tinted. Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in 118 Dancer. Another long-lasting liquid lipstick that I like. As you can see, I really like Hot Red. Guys, I don't even know how old this product is. It would be a toss-up which one of these two are older. My ColourPop eyeshadow or this NYX Lingerie in Candela Babe. I don't even know if they make this color anymore. But for me, it is a perfect warm neutral color, especially for fall. And I'm kind of thinking maybe I should do a project pan for like the oldest of each type of product, like my oldest eyeshadow, my oldest lip product, my oldest blush. That would definitely be this. This would make a great project pan item. It's really pretty. I really like it. This is a mini size of Walk of No Shame by Charlotte Tilbury. Michael had got me a gift for my birthday some years ago that had 4 of these mini Charlotte Tilburys. Lost one. One of them was a cool, bright, kind of purpley red color. I decluttered that one, and I used up a Pillow Talk. But this is a Walk of No Shame, and it's a really good dark autumn color. I am hate panning this by Mario. You've probably heard me complain about it in shorts and videos. It was a free gift from Sephora, kind of like that mascara was, and I took it without thinking, and I just absolutely hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. It's goopy, it's sticky, my hair gets stuck in it, the color doesn't last, it's gross, it's not even a pretty color on me. Moving on, Maybelline Vinyl in 105 Golden. Another pretty liquid lipstick that I don't even think I have worn this one. I forgot that I even had it. These two were gifts from my grandma, and I love both of them. They're by the brand Shy Girl. Can you see? They're by the brand Shy Girl, and they are also sort of like a pH changing lipstick. This red one stays hot red. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this copper one sort of matches the color of my lips, so it could be a dark copper one day or a really dark bronze one day. They're so pretty, and they're super moisturizing because they're made with shea butter, and I really, really like both of those. This is another lipstick by Maybelline in 344 Coral Rise. I got way too much red lipstick, guys, don't I? This one is an Extreme Shine lip gloss from the brand Essence in Candy Shop. Just a lip gloss. It's a little sticky. I don't love it. This is another one from my grandma. She gave me actually one of hers, and I'm finishing it up before I start the rum raisin colored one. I'll open this one since it's already open. I really, really like that color. It looks good on me. It looks good for fall. This is shea butter, super moisturizing. So when I finish this one up, I will start this one, but I do like the red one too. This was another Will It Scuba video. Velvet Pigment by CoverGirl Outlast in this shade Velvet Waves. I really liked this one, even though it wore off, and it wore off into like patchy clumps. Hey, the color stayed red. It would have been an easy touch up after I got out of the water had I wanted to touch it up, and I could have gone on with my day with bright red lips. So this one passed with flying colors. Ancient. No idea. I don't wear a lot of lip gloss. My lips just don't need a lot of hydration, but I always think I need lip glosses because I hear people on YouTube talking about lip gloss all the time. Makes me feel like I'm missing out. I've had this a couple years at least. Never wear it. My favorite formula of lipstick in the world is probably the Revlon. I think it's called Superstay. No, Revlon Super Lustrous. I have 5 of them. Hold on, I'm going to open them up for you. These are the colors that I have, and I love every single one of these. I'm going to put the caps back on and tell you what they are in this order. I have 535 Rum Raisin, 809 Wild Saffron, 628 Peach Me, 750 Kiss Me Coral, and 520 Wine with Everything. These will wear off if you're eating, but they wear off gracefully. But they are very moisturizing, very comfortable to wear, and the pigment will hold up all day if you're not eating very, very well. This is probably my favorite lipstick on the market. Next up is a free lipstick that was given to me when I had my color analysis done, and at first I was horrified by how bright this color is. Now I love it. It's just a very coral toned color. My complaint with this lipstick is that it slides around and it doesn't last all day, and you absolutely cannot eat while wearing it. The color is gorgeous if you just want to put on a lipstick for photos or for a YouTube video, it's fine, but it is not a lipstick for me long term. NYX Lip Ivy Hydrating Gloss Serum. I bought this because I thought it was a stain. I guess it kind of does stain a little bit. People were raving on YouTube. This is in Hydro Honey, by the way. People were raving on YouTube about how you put it on and 10 minutes later you wipe it off and there's a stain left behind. Maybe it's just the pH of my lips. Maybe it's the color is too similar. I'm really not sure, but if I wipe this off, the color is 100% completely gone. However, it does make a really nice gloss. It's very moisturizing, but not at all sticky. So for the sake of it being a gloss, I like it. I have 3 NYX butter glosses, and they are in the shades Sugar High, Bit of Honey, and Spiked Toffee. These 2 I had bought a while back and I've worn quite a few times and love. The color is amazing, the formula is amazing, it's hydrating, it's not sticky, everything is fantastic about these 2. And then on a whim, I saw this color and I thought that looks really pretty for fall if I wanted to do a dark eye look. So I picked this up. Now it's a product that made it into my things I regret buying but will use up anyway video. Formula is great, the color is fine, but I really did not need it. And to be honest, you can tell I'm more of a mid-tone and somewhat dark lipstick girl. This is way too pale for me. It doesn't look that good on me. Wish I had not bought it. This is MAC in Warm Teddy. They did this cool thing where they re-released some of their classic lipsticks, but in a different tone. This one being Teddy, but in a warm tone. MAC would be my favorite lipstick, even over the Revlon Super Lustrous, if it just wasn't so expensive. I mean, they're great lipsticks, but I really just feel like a lipstick can cost this price and be great. These are not quite as good as MAC, but the price difference, this is not worth this price. If it can be this good for $6, you do not need to pay, I don't even know how much a MAC lipstick costs, $26, $30 maybe? I don't know how much a MAC lipstick costs, but you don't need to pay that for it to be only a little bit better than those. But I do love it. I love the color. I love the formula. It's long lasting. Last thing I have is a NYX Fat Oil. And to be honest, I don't think I've ever worn this once. I had bought this and their other Duck Plumping lip gloss at the same time. And the Duck Plumping gloss was one of the few makeup items I have ever taken back to the store. It burnt my lips so bad. And it was so painful. This is not supposed to be painful or burn my lips, but I've just been afraid to try it. But there you go. That is my entire lip collection, and that's kind of alarming. I would love to be able to do some type of a project pan where I actually get to use every single one of these. There's going to probably end up being some that get decluttered over time, mainly if the undertone is not right. I'm thinking specifically of this one, any type of lipstick that I bought thinking it was a color and it actually is not that color will probably end up getting decluttered. But I would really like to come up with some type of a project pan where I could audition all of these and see how I feel about them. Last unhinged part of my collection is this little pile of 6 eyeliners. I think I only paid for 4 of these. I feel like I know this one was a free gift with that god-awful lip gloss. I don't even wear lip liners. I don't know why I have this many. I think these NYX ones, these are the same color, by the way, ever. I think I had bought these at one point, trying to be the girl who puts lip liner on my whole lips and then lip gloss and call it a day. That is just not me. I don't love lip gloss enough to carry it around with me in my purse. So somehow I've ended up with 2 of these. I have an Ulta Beauty. I think this is called the shade Rosewood. Another NYX in the shade Born to Hustle. And this red one by NYX, Stay Stuntin'. I don't even wear lip pencils. I'm gonna have a hard time when it comes time to figure out how to project pan these. It's gonna be really hard for me because it's gonna be this whole experience of using lip liners that I currently I don't know anything about. As I was cleaning up, I found 2 more things. I'm not gonna go back and reshoot the whole clip, but I thought I had used up this entire Pillow Talk. It turns out I had used up the entire Pillow Talk, but this is Pillow Talk Medium. I still have another one to go. And the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. So these are 2 more items I forgot, and they will be put back in this crazy collection. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed my thoroughly unhinged makeup collection. Feel free to tell me down below how I don't need this much product and I'm contributing to trash. I know. I am a minimalist in almost every area of my life. It comes naturally to me, except makeup. It is so easy for me to say no to shopping sprees, no to buying things I don't need, no to duplicates of things. And then for whatever reason, when it comes to makeup, I guess because they're so small, they're so inexpensive generally. You go to the store, you went there for, you know, a bottle of Tylenol or something, and it's like, look, this lipstick is so pretty and I just have to have it. And then you get home and you realize you had so many of them. It's kind of unhinged. I don't need this much makeup, and I definitely want to focus on project panning as much of it as possible. I'm glad that I have this video to reference in future, and I hope it has reminded me what I have and what I don't need to go out and buy more of. So if you're still watching, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video with me. I'd love to chat with you down below. If you're also a YouTuber making makeup related content, be sure to let me know so I can go follow along your journey as well. See you guys another day in another video.